too.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are calling in from or zooming in from. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I can tell you mine was incredibly busy. Not only did we take in GoPro, the virtual event, I ended up having some family in for a big dinner, and I ended up going to a concert and also a hockey game. And so incredibly busy weekend. I hope you did as well. One of the things that's just so, incredible about what we do, here in Valentus within this industry of network marketing is the freedom that we have to live our life and do whatever we want to do whenever we want to do it. And of course, when you're having the success in the business, the means to do that as well. So I'm excited to be with you here. I think we're about 25 days left in this, brand new year. And so, as we're moving into, the holiday season and into a brand new year, I think there are people today, reflecting on their life, what can they do this coming year to make it a better year than last year? And without question, I believe what people are interested in is better health, more money, and wouldn't it be great to have the time freedom to enjoy it as well? And so that's exactly what I believe we offer here. But before we jump into that, I'm just going to take a moment and give you guys a little bit of my background and history, just in case you don't know who I am. I've been involved in this industry of network marketing now for 32 years. I came to the industry, with no business, no professional, no sales background whatsoever. I grew up in a small town in Minnesota, a town of about 2,000 people. I have a learning disability, I have dyslexia. So right out of high school, I went to work in a factory. I was a machine operator. I loved building, working with my hands, very creative in that way, and ended up being in the maintenance department, which was my dream job. Loved it, and was very good at it. And then I got introduced to this concept of network marketing. And, I think we're all, it's been said once that, everybody has, opportunity come, into their life once or twice. And it's the key is recognizing it, right? Recognizing it, number one, and taking advantage of it, number two. One of the other things I want you to understand, if you're looking at this and you're wondering, can I do this, right? I'm here to tell you absolutely can. Again, I was so shy, so introverted, low self-esteem, low self-confidence, and, making no money, really, living in a trailer house. But I saw this industry, and I started out on a part-time basis, kind of learning as I earned, and, transitioned into it full-time. Now I've been full-time for, 32 years. And, my goal when I first entered the industry was, not to make millions. As a matter of fact, I couldn't even think about millions, right? I was thinking of a few hundred extra dollars a month. And was able to do that, and a few hundred turned into 1,000, and then a few thousand, and then it turned into a full-time income. And now here I am 32 years later, having earned coming up on $28 million in this industry. And I share that not to impress you, more to just impress upon you what is possible. If you stay focused, if you stay consistent, if you maintain an excitement about what's possible, you can wake up one day, as I have, and just be blown away on how your life has changed. And again, I believe today, more than ever before in history, people need what it is that we have. And so I want to share my screen with you, and we're going to talk a little bit about this. So I think the first thing, I want to talk about is, are people looking for what we have? And although I touched on this, I'm going to reiterate it. Today, I think people are looking for ways to make additional income than ever before in history, or maybe not in history. I'm sure back in the Great Depression, they were much more so. But right now, I believe a lot of people are looking for ways to make extra money, and to be able to do this out of your home, work from your home, and leverage, the world really from your home on a part-time basis. And whether it's a few $100s a month, a few $1,000s a month, whether it's serious full-time income, all of it's happening here, right, at Valentus. Better health, again, I don't think ever before has, in my lifetime anyway, have people been more concerned about their health and their well-being with what's going on in the world and what challenges the world. It's something we have to pay attention to. And time freedom. And this is something, again, a lot of people don't really understand because they're used to, what's status quo, right? Go to school, get a job, work 8 to 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, maybe a little bit on the weekends. And then they have some time, for themselves. And what I'm talking about is time freedom. And what I mean by that is it no longer ties your day-to-day efforts to the activity of generating income. You can actually, through people using and consuming the products, building a consumer base, from others promoting and sharing this business with others, you can leverage the efforts of other people. And you can actually get to a point where your day-to-day activity is no longer tied to how you generate that income. And that's what I call time freedom, where the money comes in without your direct, time commitment. So very, very exciting concept. When people get it and understand it, they're like, this is unbelievable. And again, 96% of people out there, they're laying awake at night. They're worrying about their health. They're worrying about their finances. They're living a life of quiet desperation. They don't know what to do, where to go, what to turn. And I believe, again, this, as we move into the new year, people reflect on this more so than ever before, and they're wanting opportunities. So although we're coming into the holiday season, right now is a time to plant the seeds. It's a time to, let people know you've got a better way. You've got something they need to take a look at. What makes it all possible is this industry of network marketing. Okay, it's been around for 80 plus years. This slide needs to be updated. Nearly $200 billion products, goods, and services are sold through this method of distribution, through network marketing. And folks, that's all it is. It's another method of distribution. Rather than paying actors and athletes and high budget advertising campaigns as they do in traditional distribution, right? Retail store, even online, paying influencers millions and millions of dollars to get you to, click on something. Well, in network marketing, we spend zero, right? Rather than taking that 50%, give it to the actors, the athletes, the high budget advertising campaigns, the influencers, we're taking that 50% and we're giving it to you. Real people with real results, helping people learn and understand what this is about. Now, what I've learned now 32 years in this industry is that all of these companies, right, enter opportunity. And I've studied this, right? I've written books on this, and I really believe this, that these companies are made up of these 5 critical elements, right? The company, the product, the compensation plan, the timing, and the training support. And if 2 or 3 of these critical elements are missing, it doesn't matter how good you are, how hard you work. Despite your best efforts, you're going to struggle. It's when all of these elements come together where the magic happens and the fortunes are made. And that's exactly where I believe we are right now with Valentus and getting better every day. Now, we got our start as a company in July of 2014, that first year, just doing only $300,000 in total sales. 2015, we grew from 300,000 to 3 million in sales, and 2016 to 32 million in sales. To date, we've done something over 250 million in total sales and revenue in our now 7.5-year existence. And that's exciting. Few companies ever accomplish that. But what's more exciting even than that is not what we've done, but more importantly, what we're going to do. Because folks, I believe that we're going to do the next 250 million, and not in the next 7 years, but in the next, 24 months, right? I mean, there's so much going on right now. And I can tell you, growth magnifies and multiplies efforts. We're 100% debt free as a company. And we have something else, what I refer to as the sixth element. Now, what is that? It's a culture. It's an energy. It's a vibe. It's a sense of community. It really spawns from our founders, Dave Jordan and his wife, Joyce. Now, one of the areas that really brought us to the dance, so to speak, is the weight loss industry. And this is something I know a bit about because I've struggled with my weight my entire adult life. And the one thing I know is people that struggle with weight, they think about it every single day, and they're willing, like I have, to try anything. I mean, I've tried everything, and I've done the meal replacements, I've done the shakes, I've done the prescription drugs, acupressure, I've done it all. And one word sums it up, and that is miserable, right? I mean, the reason why 95% of diets simply fail is because people can't do them. They might do them for a week or two, maybe even a month or so, but they're not willing to do it the rest of their life. Now, think about this for a moment. Imagine coffee. Okay, this is something that 80% of the population drinks every single day, and they don't just drink it, they love it, right? They can't imagine starting their day without it. It's the first thing they think about, when they wake up, right? And they many times drink it throughout the day. It's a foundational type of thing, a staple in our life. And now imagine that very same thing that you're already in the habit of, you're already spending money on, you're already going to do it the rest of your life. And imagine it now being able to help you manage, control, and yes, even lose weight, giving you the tool to help control that intake and like I said, contribute in helping you lose and manage your weight. Now, we have another product called ThermoPerk. This is going to enhance what the coffee does. It also can work by itself. It's thermogenic, so it's going to increase your metabolism. In addition to that, really knocks out your appetite, right? Again, helping you give that willpower. Now, we have several products in the area of weight management. We have a 24/7 carb blocker. We know most people get way too much carbohydrates, way too much sugars. This is going to help you in the way your body manages those carbohydrates and sugars. We got a product called Tropical Blast. Tastes like a pina colada, same type of ingredients as what's in the coffee. We have a cocoa. We even have a keto creamer if you want to live a ketogenic lifestyle. Now, we also just introduced, this is not available everywhere, but it's available in a lot of places here, here in the United States. And this is a CBD product, CBD called Power Mist. It's water soluble. The big thing here that I want you to understand, there's a lot of products out there in the market. Most of them are suspended in oil, which, reduces that absorption to about, 5% from what my understanding is. This is a 95% absorption of getting the benefits of the actual CBD. We have a product called Relief, which is an enzyme. The more I learn and understand about, how enzymes, we can't live without enzymes. And when we have health problems or sometimes maybe like allergic to, we're lactose intolerant, it could be simply lack of enzymes to break that down. So getting enzymes is going to help with your digestive system. It's going to help with your gut health. It's going to help with your overall health and well-being. Rockatonic, this is a nitric oxide product. Most people are deficient in nitric oxide, which, nitric oxide is going to help, in having it says here, happy heart, right? It's going to increase, circulation and blood flow, which helps with sexual health. And it's going to help with your fitness goals, your energy, phenomenal product. Emulin is brought to us by a guy by the name of Dr. Joseph Ahrens. He's a 2-time Nobel Prize nominee for his work. And, a lot of companies talk about their studies and they talk about their research, and you find out that it's all on just ingredients. This particular product, Emulin, has a clinical study on the product itself, on Emulin, not just the ingredients within Emulin, but the actual physical product, published in a peer medical journal. This is going to, help with inflammation. It's going to help with, again, help the way your body processes its carbohydrates and sugars, which we know we get too much of. Phenomenal product. We have about 30 products. I can't get into them all here. You can go to valentusproducts.com. You can do your own due diligence on what interests you the most, but a phenomenal line of products. Now, another critical element for success is timing. And, I think it doesn't matter what it is in life, timing truly is everything. Timing in your life, timing in the marketplace, and timing with a company. And every company talks about the timing being perfect. And what I have learned, again, I've done my due diligence, I've written a book, I've studied this stuff, I've studied companies, is timing is actually very predictable, right? It's really based on a set of numbers. It's how many distributors are there and what's the sales volume. And if either one of those numbers are big, you've missed it from a timing standpoint. Well, by both of those measurements, the timing of Valentus truly is perfect. Here, in the United States, what I call that sweet spot, we're in that sweet spot in Europe and just getting started in Asia. And so without getting into great detail on why timing works the way it works, but the timing of what we have here is truly incredible. Now, compensation plan. Again, I mentioned earlier about traditional methods of distribution and how 50% of a cost of products go into advertising, going into getting you to buy it. Well, in network marketing here in Valentus, that 50% is not spent on the actors and athletes and high budget advertising. It's given to you, right? Real people with real results. It's spread out over 7 profit centers. Without doing anything but sharing our products with people, you can develop a customer base where you can earn up to 40% every single month on that customer base that you build, right? You can buy products up front in what we call a business pack, and which is going to reduce the cost of what you pay for it, which is going to increase your margins up to around 50%. We have a fast start, or what we call first order bonus. This is when somebody says, hey, I want to do this too. Depending on what pack they start with, you can earn up to $200 as a one-time bonus when someone else wants to join you and do this with you. We have a legacy bonus. This is when other people you bring in start bringing people in. When they start with a business or a career pack, you can earn $100 to infinity on your legacy team. Everybody that joins with a business or a career pack, you can earn up to $100. Dual team commissions. This is kind of the monthly consumption. It's all of the distributors and all of the customers using products every single month. You can build this up to $100,000 per week. You can earn off just one profit center. The 7th-generation matching check, global bonus, car bonus. Phenomenal compensation plan. Now, the question that you might have is, can I do this? And folks, I'm here to tell you can do this. Right? Matter of fact, you've learned everything you need to know to do this in kindergarten. It's called show and tell, right? We tell stories about our company, about our products, about what's happened to us and what's happened to others. And we've made it easier than ever for you to tell those stories. We've got an app called Share Valentus. Everything is on your phone, in the palm of your hands. And your job is not to get out there and try to do some fancy presentation. Your job is simply to stimulate an interest. And think about this. Have you ever, gone to a great restaurant and just like, this was unbelievable, or a movie, and told somebody about it, right? You don't tell them about the entire movie, or you don't tell them about that restaurant experience bite by bite. You just say, this restaurant was to die for. This movie, you have to see it. You stimulate an interest. And I bet you would all agree that your excitement towards that movie or restaurant stimulated or created an interest in someone else doing that. Well, that's all we do here. If you can get excited about what it is that I've just shared with you, share that excitement with someone else using our tools to deliver the information through our Share Valentus app, you can do this business. Now, what does it take to get started? There's a $20 membership fee, one-time membership fee, and then it's just a matter of choosing a pack where you want to experience the products. And I tell people you should get started somewhere between serious and nervous. Maybe you want to stick your toe in the water, just try one of our products, $59. Maybe you want to get try several of our products. You can go with the starter pack for $160, right? It's a little better value, actually. The advanced pack is $263, gives you 6 products to experience. But if you are looking to do this from a business perspective, right? You want to have yourself a home-based business. We want to put the biggest paycheck possible in your hands, right? And the way to do that is to be joined with either a business pack or a career pack. And there's really 5 reasons for doing that. Okay, so the first reason is it sets an example. Here's what I can promise you. Every time you sit down across from somebody and they say, hey, this really looks great, this is exciting, what did you do to get started? And you're going to have to tell them. And so you have the ability to kind of set the pace or the example on how others are going to follow. So, setting that example is a point you need to consider. Having some products on hand, to sample, to use, and to sell, right? These business pack or career pack gives you some workable inventory. It does give you the better value, right? If you buy one product, you're paying the highest price, which is $59. But when you choose a business pack, it brings it down to $39. That's a significant savings, or a career pack actually to $36. It demonstrates commitment, okay? And nobody wants to follow people that are not sure or committed. It maximizes your earnings. When starting with a business pack, you automatically become a Ruby. Now, what does that mean? You go from earning a 5% on the residual side of our business, jump to the top of the pay scale of 20%. And as long as you maintain your monthly 100-point order, you're going to maintain all those benefits associated with Ruby. And legacy qualified, 4 and a 5 level matching check. Just by joining with that business pack, as long as you maintain that monthly order, you're going to be locked in at getting a 4 and a 5 level matching check. Okay. Sharing in the success of the people that are within your organization. So last question is, do you want to do this? Right. I think that's important. Well, we have fun. I mean, this is a fun business. Lose weight, additional income. That's kind of the worst case scenario. I mean, should you say yes here? That's kind of the worst case scenario. But for me, what has driven me in my life is the what ifs in life. Some people are like, what if it doesn't work? I'm like, what if it does? I mean, what if you could make a few $100 extra a month, or a few $1,000 a month? Or what if it became a serious full-time income, right? Career income, that 6-figure, even 7-figure earning that's been done here. What I think it does is it gives you the ability to own your life, right? You're in control. The personal development, right? The tax advantages, recognition. Folks, what I found is so many people live in what I call a someday world. They see something like this and they think, wow, I would really like to do that someday. And they just kind of keep kicking the can down the road. I mean, I would really like to, get my health in line. I'd really like to lose that weight. I'd really like to, get out of debt, right? I need to start saving for retirement. They just keep kicking the can down the road. And all of a sudden, they're far down the road and they haven't done any of it. I mean, think about this. Think back 5 years. What was life like 5 years ago? And what is it like today? And the sad fact is, for most people, not much has changed. But here's the scary thought. Look ahead 5 years, because it's going to be a snap of a finger and we're going to be 5 years down the road. The question is, have anything changed for you? And that is where I believe Valentus comes in, is we can change the course of the next 5 years of your life for the rest of your life, right? But procrastination is the thief of success. Guys, think about this. We're 25 days away from a brand new year. You and the people the people around you, they're thinking about this. They want to go into next year, 2022, on fire with a goal, with a dream, with some energy on how they can make it a better year. I believe Valentus is the answer. So number one, I want you to, if you're brand new, just looking at this, I mean, let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's go into the new year on fire. If you're just involved right now or been involved, think of all of the people that are having that mindset right now. What can I do next year? And you have something for them. Let's get out there and talk to them. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you and have a fantastic start to your week. Bye now. Hopefully talk to you all on Friday in our Fireside Chat.